Okay, so it's Mr. Bennett here again, just talking about attendance, and probably the most important video is looking at the barriers for attendance. Now, if you look at schools in the borough, schools across the country, the overall attendance to school has not recovered completely since the attendance rates before COVID, and there's lots of reasons for that, but some students, some families haven't got themselves back in the routine of attending regularly, and that can have a big impact on that young person, as we spoke about in previous videos, socially with their friends, on their education moving forward. And we need to work together as a family and as a school to look at those barriers for attendance and to try and support so that that young person feels comfortable coming into school each day and every day, and if there is a problem, what they do. Now speaking about barriers, there's all sorts of reasons. It's tough growing up as a young person. I'm probably getting a bit old in the tooth, but there's social media and the way a young person is portrayed about how they have to grow up. They're putting a lot more scrutiny than perhaps when I was coming to school, should I say, and that's me showing my age. But that's the life in which we live, and sometimes students can feel anxious coming into school, worried, should I say, coming into school. They may have a disagreement with their friends. It might be that they're struggling in a certain subject, and they're not sure what to do. And ultimately, young people generally will bury their heads in the sand and try and stay away from the problem. It's only when we get a little older and a little bit wiser that we sort of use our skills to try and solve problems. But that's why we're here. You've got a great pastoral team here at Cowley, and if there are barriers, I would say as a parent and carer, please don't let the young person stay off school. Get them into school, because then we can talk to that young person, we can see what the barrier is, we can look at different solutions to try and make them feel easy. Yes, we want them to be resilient and overcome issues, and you will feel uncomfortable at times and do things that don't feel like routine until they become a routine. But I think if we can support that young person, the issue we're finding at times is when that young person has been off for a period of time, the barrier becomes bigger, and coming in through the front door becomes bigger. But as I say, the pastoral team are here to help and look at solutions and ways for your daughter, your son to come into school, deal with any issues, so that attendance can continue and they're getting the best out of their education, the school life, whilst dealing with some of the solutions to make that life easier for them in college.